You have a live album coming out, live at Budokan. I finally have been able to listen to the entire thing, and I think the mix and the sound of the live record is amazing. And the band has always had obviously a very good following in Japan for as long as I can remember. So what was it about Budokan? What was it about that show that you decided to say, hey, let's record a live record here, and let's record this show and release it at some point?
Well, simply because we're talking about the holy concert hall of Japan, which until the 70s, bands were not even allowed to play in there because it's that holy sumo hall. We all love sumo. And I remember myself watching lots of fights and battles in live broadcast and on German television. It's like being knighted, put it that way. If you are allowed to play Budokan, especially on weekend, this is we're kind of knighthood of Japan now. So it's a great honor. Musicians know it. I mean, we had a saying in our scene. When I looked up, like it was 16 or 17, I remember there were lots of great musicians in my hometown. They'd been like around 30, 35, and everybody was looking up to them because they had some little success going on in the area. And they always said like, oh, imagine once playing Budokan and then die. So that stuck in my head. Before the show, I thought, okay, you're playing Budokan now, please don't die. But nevertheless, it was like fantastic. Staying on stages like this is like definitely a dream come true, and probably one of the top spots of your memories when you look back as a musician.
Sure.
You can't get any further in Japan, put it that way.
With as unique of a show that you guys have, one of the things that I've talked about on the podcast, and one of the things I thought would be cool is, between your studio albums, maybe after each tour, during each tour, actually recording a live album and releasing it between albums after each tour. Have you thought about doing that?
Yeah, but this might get a bit boring, don't you think? I mean, I don't know. I love live albums when it's like a kind of a milestone, and you say, okay, this week gotta actually tell the world that we're proud of this one. And for Budokan, that's definitely a thing, not only for us, but for the musicianship out there who follow us. They are probably very proud of us, probably as much as we are for ourselves. It should be a milestone, put it that way. So what would last time we released but it's a YouTube release that was live in Wacken, for example. It's like one of the biggest metal festivals in Europe. Milestones are important, but I don't think we should release each and every year a live album. That'll be friggin' boring, I think.
Hey everybody, Tony here from the Metal Command podcast. Again, I appreciate your support. Since 1998, I have hosted this show in one form or another, starting off in radio and now in the podcast format. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and hear on this show, by all means, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified anytime I do post a video, and if you see this program on any other form of social media, please give me a follow there. Again, I always appreciate your support.